What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Today I'm doing a realistic rebuild of the Detroit Pistons, who, as you guys know, they really need some help right now. So they're 2-21 on the season on a 20-game losing streak, and they're easily the worst team in the NBA. I figured now's a good time to step in, man. The goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, let's take a look at our rotation breakdown. Starting off at the 1, we got Cade Cunningham, obviously the face of our franchise. Ignore these stats, even though we're a quarter of the way into the season. 2K still doesn't have start today mode up, so yeah, that's great. But anyways, I got the stats pulled up on my phone. Cade Cunningham is averaging 22 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, and he's shooting 34% from deep, which is actually pretty decent for him. Anyways, like I said, he's the face of our franchise, 22 years old, first overall pick in 2021. You know, he's had some injuries to start his career, but now that he's healthy, best believe we're going to try to build around him. So yeah, he's going to be safe for this entire video. Then as the 2, we got Jaden Ivey, who honestly I thought was going to be safe for this entire video as well, but now I'm not too sure, man. He's 21 years old, 5th overall pick from 2 years ago, and even though I do have him as a starter here, he's only started in 6 games this season, and he's only shooting 31% from deep, so that lack of spacing in the backcourt, really with this whole team, is definitely concerning. Now the good news is that Ivey did play 34 minutes in Detroit's most recent game, so maybe that's a sign of things to come. You know, maybe he'll become more of a consistent guy when it comes to the rotation and stuff. I still like him, you know, I think he's a really good defender, but that 3-point shot does have to get better, and I'm not gonna lie, man, he's not fully safe for this video. One guy who definitely is safe though is Asar Thompson, man. 20 years old, 5th overall pick in this past year's draft. He's averaging 11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block, while also shooting 15% from deep. I mean, like I said, man, there's not a lot of floor spacing on this team, but with that being said, Asar Thompson is a really good defender, you know, great rebounder, great in transition. I definitely see him as one of our young building blocks, man, so yeah, he's not going anywhere. Then at the 4, we got Bojan Bogdanovic, who actually did miss the first 19 games of the season due to a calf injury, but now he's back in the mix, and he's looked pretty good so far, you know, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals, while shooting 37% from deep. Like I said, we need that floor spacing. He definitely provides that. But with that being said, man, I think we are going to trade him pretty soon. You know, he's on a decent contract, 20 M's this season, about 19 the year after that. I think a lot of contending teams will love to have him, and obviously he doesn't fit our timeline. Honestly, bro should have gotten traded last year, man. There was a report that actually the Pistons turned down 2 first-round picks for him. I don't know why they didn't say yes to that, but obviously his value has decreased a little bit since then, you know, with the injury and whatnot. But still, if I can get a first-round pick for him, I definitely will take that. Then at the 5, we got Jalen Duren, 20 years old, 13th overall pick in 2022. He's another guy's going to be safe for this entire video, man. 13 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Again, like a lot of the guys on this team, he's not a floor spacer, you know, he's pretty much just a rim runner, a rim protector. So whenever we do get rid of Bogdanovic, I do want to bring in like a power forward who can space the floor. But yeah, man, when it comes to Jalen Duren, I am a fan of him, so he definitely is going to be safe. Let's take a look at the bench now. We got Marvin Bagley III, who is 24 years old, 2nd overall pick in 2018. You know, obviously he hasn't been the guy that I think a lot of us thought he would be. 10 points, 5 rebounds this season. But with that being said, I think he's still a decent backup power forward. You know, his contract isn't too big either. It is a flat deal, 12.5 M's per year for the next 2 seasons. I definitely wouldn't be mad if I kept him around, but I also might use him as salary filler for a trade. We'll just see what happens. And the same goes to Isaiah Stewart, man. Just signed a 4-year, $64 million extension this offseason. I mean, he is solid, you know, he's averaging 11.7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, while shooting 38% from deep. I mean, we will take that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man, I might use him as salary filler for a trade. We'll just see how that plays out. Next up, we got Alec Burks, who is one of the veterans on this team, you know, 32 years old, 76 overall. He's averaging 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's shooting 38% from deep. Kind of like Bojan Bogdanovic. I think a lot of teams would love to have him, especially because he is on an expiring deal, you know, about 10.5 M's this season. That's definitely a movable contract, and honestly, I might be able to get a first-round pick for him. I'm not gonna lie, I'll set up for some seconds. Then on the bench, we also got Killian Hayes, who's 22 years old, 7th overall pick in 2020. He's another guy who really hasn't panned out just yet, but I mean, he's been solid this season. 10 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing if I keep him around. And the last guy in our 10-man rotation is Marcus Sasser, 23 years old, 25th overall pick in this past year's draft. And I think he's a steal, man. In only 17 minutes per game this season, he's averaging 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And he's shooting 39% from deep. I mean, he's an older rookie, 23 years old, but he already plays like a veteran. You know, he's a really good 3-point shooter. He's a hustle guy. He's tough. He can defend as well. I definitely think he was a steal, man. And if things don't work out with Jaden Ivey, we still got Marcus Sasser, so that's good. Now let's take a look at some guys outside the rotation. We got Monte Morris, who unfortunately hasn't played just yet. He's dealing with a quad tricep injury, and he's supposed to be out for the next like 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. Obviously, it's really unfortunate because he is a really good backup point guard. But with that being said, man, whenever he is healthy, we are going to trade him. You know, he's on an expiring deal, 10 M's this season, and obviously he doesn't fit our timeline, so if I can get some draft capital for him, I would definitely take that. Then we got Isaiah Livers, who is 25 years old, 2nd round pick in 2021. I think he does have potential, and we are going to need some wing players whenever we trade Bojan Bogdanovic, so maybe he can crack our rotation, but he's only 74 overall. He's got a lot of work to do, man. The same goes to James Wiseman, 22 years old, 2nd overall pick in 2020. Obviously, things haven't really worked out for him, only a 74 overall at this point, and he's also going to be a restricted free agent this offseason. You know, I think in real life, he's probably not going to get a whole lot, but you never really know in 2K. I might get offered like 20 M's or something, you know, that really wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, if I can bring him back on qualifying offer, then I definitely will. Maybe he'll turn out to be something for us, but if some team wants to throw a bag at him, they can have him. Then we got Kevin Knox in the mix, who is 24 years old, 9th overall pick in 2018. I mean, he has had his moments this season, I will give him that, but still, he's a 70 overall at this point. I'm not really expecting a whole lot. So yeah, there's not a lot to say there. And then we got Joe Harris, 32 years old, 75 overall. He's on an expiring deal about 20 M's this season. Obviously, we're not going to bring him back next year. So yeah, he's not a part of our future plans. But speaking of future plans, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan starting off with season 1. It's pretty simple, man. I just want to sell guys like Bojan Bogdanovic, Alec Burks, Monte Morris maybe. If I can get some draft capital, some young players, I definitely will take that. Because obviously at this point, this season is a wash. But anyways, for season 2, I definitely want to get some more floor spacing. You know, I said it about 1,000 times. We don't really have that right now, both in the backcourt and the front court. So yeah, if we can get some more of that, I think that would go a long way. And then for season 3, man, buy if necessary. I'm not sure if we'll be competitive by then, but I'm going to try, you know, because this franchise definitely has been through enough as of late. So yeah, man, I'm not trying to play the long game. I don't want this to be like a 4 or 5 year rebuild. I'm trying to win a championship in 3 seasons. So let's see if we can do that. But anyways, that's a look at our 3-year game plan, and also ignore the record here. I know it does say 3-20. Like I said, man, 2K still doesn't have start today mode working just yet. So I am using an updated scenario. This is the best one that I can find. It is what it is. But anyways, let's aim to the trade deadline and see what moves we can make. Hi man, so here to trade deadline, we're actually pretty decent, 16-34 to 12 seed in the Eastern Conference. Obviously that's unrealistic, but I guess it is a good sign. Either way though, I still want to be sellers this year, so let's look around and see what trades we can do. So the first trade I want to do is one I'm sure you guys have already seen before. I'm trying to send Bojan Bogdanovic to the New York Knicks or Evan Fournier and a 2024 first round pick that is unprotected. The Knicks are trying to be competitive, they need 3-point shooting, they need a good sized wing, and they got a lot of draft capital, so I think Bojan Bogdanovic would be a nice addition for them. And then for us, we're going to get Evan Fournier on an expiring deal and a first round pick. That's the main thing I want, obviously. I think this trade works out for both teams. Will they say yes to this? And they will. There we go. Then for my next trade, I want to try to send Alec Burks and Kevin Knox to the Cavaliers, to JaVale McGee, Ty Jerome, and 2 second-round picks. The Cavs need some guard play off the bench right now. All they have is Ricky Rubio, 33 years old. I think Alec Burks would be a nice addition. And for us, man, we're getting some smaller contracts and 2 second-round picks. I think that is a good deal. Let's see if they will say yes. Let's see. They want to pretty much do another second-round pick swap. That's fine by me. Let's do that deal. And I think that's the team for year 1, man. We got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson, Isaiah Stewart now starting once again, and then Jalen Duren. Then on the bench, I got Monte Morris, so I probably could have traded, but you know, he missed so much time. I feel like his value is too low, so it's not really realistic. I'm probably just going to re-sign him this offseason, then I'll trade him next year when his stock is a little bit higher. I think that makes sense. But anyways, we also got Marvin Bagley, then we got Killian Hayes, Marcus Sasser, and also Isaiah Livers. It's not a very good team, but again, that's the plan for year 1. Let's send the rest of the season and see how it plays out. Alright man, so we finished 29-53. Honestly, that's a lot better than I wanted to be, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, Joel Embiid MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the All-NBA teams though? Let's take a look at this. Anything for the Pistons? Yeah, we got Asar Thompson, our rookie first team. That makes sense, and it looks like that's it for us. So like I said, we won 29-53, which was the 6th worst record in the NBA. Again, I kind of wanted to be a little bit worse, but it is what it is. I guess I'll still take that. Anyways, let's take a look at the stats now. Cade Cunningham, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, round up around here. And let's see, 32% shooting from deep, man. We don't have a lot of 3-point shooting, that's for sure. Let's see, we got like Ty Jerome 35%, and then we got Marcus Sasser 36. Like that's it. So yeah, man, we definitely got to get some more shooters next season. Anyways, Jalen Duren, 13 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. That's pretty good out of him. Then we got Jaden Ivey, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. We'll take that as well. Asar Thompson, rookie year numbers, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. I'm definitely not mad at that. And let's see what else we got here. What about our other rookie, Marcus Sasser? Let's see what he did. In only 15 minutes, he averaged 8 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. That's actually pretty good for a small sample size. But anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's sim the rest of these playoffs. So obviously this does not concern us. Let's go ahead and sim the entire thing here and just see how it plays out. And hopefully we will get lucky in that draft lottery, man, because the 6th best odds, it's not the best. But anyways, simming the rest of this thing here. The Clippers do win it all. Kawhi Leonard, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. But now it's time for the moment of truth. What pick are we going to get here? As like I said, we do have the 6th best odds. It does say it's going to the Knicks, but it's actually lottery protected, so ignore that. Anyways, can we move up in the draft? And we can. There we go, man. The 2nd pick, we will take that. That's a game changer for us. I'm super excited. Let's go to draft night and check it out. All right, man, so we're here to 2nd overall pick, and honestly, I think this is an easy one. I'm gonna go with Alexander Sarr, 19 years old, 7'1". He is listed as a center, but I think I can run him at the 4 spot because he can handle the ball. He's also a capable 3-point shooter. Apparently we didn't do the scouting report. I'm not too sure why, but in my opinion, man, I think he could be like a Jaren Jackson Jr. type of player. We need more floor spacing in the front court, I think he can provide that. And defensively, that duo of him and Jalen Duren with Asar Thompson on the perimeter, that sounds really good to me. So yeah, I feel good about this. Alexander Sarr, welcome to the Pistons. And actually, man, I forgot we also had pick number 27. You know, we got that pick from the New York Knicks as a part of that Bojan Bogdanovic deal. And it might not be the best pick in 2K, but I'm going to go with Kevin McCullough here. You know, in real life, I think he's a borderline lottery pick. He's 23 years old, so a veteran out of Kansas. He's just a really good wing player, shoots the 3-ball well, defends too. And you know what, man, we got so many young players on this team. I feel like bringing in one of those older rookies, that could be good for us. I mean, it worked out with Marcus Sasser. Why not try it with Kevin McCullough? So yeah, I feel pretty good about that pick. Kevin McCullough, welcome to the Pistons. And you know what, man, we got some money to spend in free agency. I'm going to try to sign Emmanuel Quickly, who is a restricted free agent, so obviously New York can match whatever offer we give him. But you know, they couldn't re-sign him last offseason. There was a report that they offered him about 18 M's per season, while he wanted about 25. So you know what, I'm fine with overpaying. I think Emmanuel Quickly would be a nice shooting guard for us. You know, we need some 3-point shooting. He definitely provides that. And defensively, I feel like him and Cade Cunningham in the backcourt, that should work out pretty well too. So yeah, man, let's try to make this thing happen. 24 M's per year for 4 seasons. Will he say yes to this? Are we his top offer? Let's find out. That's James Harden. We don't want him. But anyways, let's go ahead and check this thing out. And we are a top offer. That's good. But will the Knicks match it? Let's go ahead and find out. And they will, man. Emmanuel Quickly, welcome to the team. That's a good addition. Man, so I'm sorry, but I accidentally did skip player progression. That's my bad. But I got a pretty good idea if he did progress. You know, we got Cade Cunningham up 4 to an 88. Then we got Emmanuel Quickly up 2 to an 83. Asar Thompson up 3 to an 85. Let's see, what else do we got here? Alexander Sarr now starting for us. And then at the 5, we got Jalen Duren up 2 to an 85. Off the bench, we got Jaden Ivey only up 1 to an 81. That's a little bit disappointing. Same for Marvin Bagley, who I think stayed put, maybe up 1. I'm not too sure. Marcus Sasser went up 2, so that's good. Isaiah Stewart up 3 to a 78. And then Isaiah Livers, I think, went up by like 2 or 3 to a 78. So we'll take that. And that's my bad, guys. But anyways, I feel pretty good about year 2. Honestly, let's just into the trade deadline, and who knows, it might be buyers. What is happening right now? We're 31 and 20 at the trade deadline, the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. That is absolutely insane. I did not think it would be this good, this fast. Is it realistic? I'm not too sure, man, but that's out of my control. Either way, though, I definitely want to be a buyer at the trade deadline, that's for sure. So let's look around and see what's out there. All right, man, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Killian Hayes and 3 second-round picks to the Atlanta Hawks for Tobias Harris. They got a lot of wing players, man. They got DeAndre Hunter, Sadiq Bey, AJ Griffin. I mean, even Royce O'Neal. But what they really don't have is a defensive-minded guard off the bench, so I think Killian Hayes would be a nice addition. And he also fits their timeline a lot better. You know, he's 23 years old. So I feel like that makes sense. Plus, I'm giving them 3 second-round picks. I mean, I think that is a good return. And for us, man, we need like a veteran wing player off the bench. I think Tobias Harris would be a nice fit. You know, he's averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, round up around here. And he's shooting 39% from deep, man. We definitely need that floor spacing. So I feel like this is a good trade. Let's see if they will say yes to this. And they will. Tobias Harris, welcome to the team. But anyways, man, now that we got that done, let's get back to simming. Where honestly, I think we might be able to make some noise in the playoffs. So let's get into it. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. We went 56 and 26 this season, man. I definitely was not expecting that. What a turnaround by the boys here. As Anthony Davis gets MVP, let's take a look at the rest of this. Do we have anything that concerns the Detroit Pistons? Yes, we do. Exec of the year. We'll take that. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's go and take a look at this. Anything for Detroit? Let's go and see. We got Alexander Sarr, rookie first team. That makes sense. And it looks like that's it for us. So again, I cannot believe this, but we're the top seed in the Eastern Conference. That's insane. Let's take a look at the stats now. Cade Cunningham led the way for us. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, round up around here. And he shot 37% from deep. That's good. Then we also got Emmanuel Quickly 38%. And let's see, Tobias Harris 38, Marcus Sasser 39. So we got a little bit more 3-point shooting, but still I feel like that is something we can improve on. Either way though, it is progress. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, Jalen Duren 16 points, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Then we got Emmanuel Quickly 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And then we got Asar Thompson 13 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And what about a rookie, man? Alexander Sarr, 13 points, that's pretty good. To go along with 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. And then our main guy off the bench was Jaden Ivey, 12 points a game, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. But anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run. Who are we going to face in the first round? Is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup here, as they got Damian Lillard, Victor Oladipo, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and also Brook Lopez. I ain't gonna lie, man, this is going to be tough. So yeah, I'm going to shorten the rotation real quick. Let me go ahead and do that. All right, so I'm not sure why the CPU is messing around with things, so we got it all set up here. More minutes for the starters, less minutes for the bench, and we took Isaiah Stewart out of the rotation. Is that enough to make it out of this thing, man? Let's go and find out, because this is going to be difficult. So we do win game 1. Let's see, we are up 2-0. That's nice. 3-0 us. No way, bro. 3-1. Okay, that makes sense. But let's see, we get the gentleman sweep. Okay, that's actually really encouraging. So now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's take a look at this matchup. So they got Malcolm Brogdon back in the mix. That's pretty funny. Then they got Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Anderson, Torrey Craig, and also Joel Embiid. This is also going to be a test, man, but let's go ahead and get into it as we're taking this game by game. We do win game 1. Let's see, it is 2-0 us, 3-0 us, and we do not get the clean sweep. I got juked out there. 3-2 here. Please don't go to game 7, bro. There we go. Okay, so they gave us a little bit of a scare, but we are moving on to the conference finals, going up against the Boston Celtics. Let's take a look at this matchup as they got Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and also Kristaps Porzingis. Same starting 5 in real life. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get into this thing as let's see, it is 1-0 us, 2-0 us, bro. No shot. 2-1. Okay, 3-1. And 4-1, man. I feel like I gotta show these settings real quick because y'all are gonna call cap. As you can see here, it's all default, bro. There is no funny business going on. The Detroit Pistons are here in the NBA Finals in year 2. I honestly don't know how this is happening. Speaking of crazy runs, man, we're playing the Portland Trailblazers in the NBA Finals. That's insane too, but let's take a look at the matchup as they got Scoot Anderson, Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons, Jeremy Grant, and also DeAndre Ayton. I don't want to jinx it, man, but I feel pretty good about this as let's get into it. So we win game 1. Let's see, 1-1, 2-1 us, 3-1. Can we close this thing out? And we can. Wow. Okay, the Detroit Pistons have won a championship in year 2, and look who led the way. Asar Thompson, Finals MVP, 19 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Gilbert Arenas, man, eat your heart out. Asar Thompson, Finals MVP, shout out to him. It looks like Asar Thompson led the way in the closeout game, 27 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. I mean, bro, 9 offensive boards for a wing player. That's pretty crazy. Asar definitely stepped up in the playoffs. I mean, 15 points a game, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. The 3-point shot still pretty rough, 27%, but obviously, man, I can't complain. Then we got Cade Cunningham, you know, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Shot 38% from deep. We'll definitely take that too. And how about Emmanuel Quickly, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Shot 39% from deep, man. Shout out to him. Man, so again, I was not expecting this, but we did get a championship in year 2, and we still got 1 more year left to go here. So let's move on to season 3 and try to go back to back. All right, so we did have pick number 30 in the draft, but it is going to the Knicks. You know, our pick last year was lottery protected and it didn't convey. So now they're going to get it this year, which is totally fine. Let's just get the draft. All right, man, so now we're here for agency, and the only guy we got to bring back is Marvin Bagley. I'm gonna try to do 10.5 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. Will he say yes to this? And he will. There we go. And it looks like the Knicks won't offer Cade Cunningham a deal. 3 years, 120 M's just about. That's insane. But obviously we got to match it, you know, there's no doubt about that. So now we're here at player progression where I didn't forget this time. That's good. And we got a lot of green arrows. Cade Cunningham up 3-91. Then we got Asar Thompson up 1-86. We got Jalen Duren up 1-85. Emmanuel Quickly up 1-84. Let's see what else we got here. Jaden Ivey up 2-83. Then we got Alexander Sarr up 3-81. Then we got some more green arrows here. You know, we got Marcus Sasser and Isaiah Stewart, both up 2-80. And let's see, anything else here? Kevin McCullough up 2-73. That's good. But yeah, man, this team looks really good. We already won a championship in year 2. Let's move on to season 3 and try to go back to back. So we got the same team for year 3. It's Cade Cunningham, Emmanuel Quickly, Asar Thompson, Alexander Sarr, and also Jalen Duren. Then on the bench, we got Jaden Ivey. We got Tobias Harris, Isaiah Stewart, Marcus Sasser, and also Marvin Bagley. Like I said, I feel really good about this team. Maybe we do need some more 3-point shooting, like if I had to nitpick, but we just won a championship, man. I don't want to do anything too crazy. Let's just enter the trade deadline, see how we're looking, and then we'll go from there. Alright, man, I don't know what I did, but this team is OP. We're here at the trade deadline and we're 43-19, the first seed in the Eastern Conference. I'm still going to look around and see what trades I can do, but I'm obviously not going to force it. So let's just see what's out there. And you know what, man, I was trying to find some more 3-point shooting in the front court, but I couldn't find anything that made sense. So again, I'm not going to force it. I know it might seem like I'm phoning it in for a 3rd year, but honestly, I'm just so happy with this team. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get back to simming. Alrighty, so we went 68-14, which is insane. Tyrese Maxey MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? Yes, we do. Coach of the year, Monty Williams. Shout out to him. And then we got exec of the year too, so that's good. What about the All-NBA teams though? Anything for the Detroit Pistons? As let's see, we did not get anything. That's pretty surprising, but it is what it is. I can't complain, man. We're the top seed in the Eastern Conference. Let's take a look at the stats now. Cade Cunningham led the way once again. 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Let's see, he shot 44% from deep. That's insane. What else do we got here? Emmanuel Quickly 39%. And Jaden Ivey 36%. That's really good. Then we also got Marcus Sasser 39, and that's about it for us, man. So again, we don't have a ton of 3-point shooting, but it is what it is. Obviously, it's not holding us back. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, Emmanuel Quickly 16 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Let's see, we got Alexander Sarr here, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. And then Jalen Duren, talk about a front court duo, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. Then we got our main guy off the bench, which is still Jaden Ivey, no surprise there, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's get into this playoff run and try to go back to back. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Orlando Magic. Okay, that's going to be a tough one. So let's go ahead and take a look at the matchup here, as they got Cole Anthony, Anthony Black, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and also Wendell Carter Jr. I don't think I need to shorten the rotation, but let's go ahead and find out here. If it gets close, then I will. And we lost the first game, bro. That's all I need to see. Yeah, let's go ahead and shorten this thing real quick. All right, so you guys know the deal at this point. I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much for the bench, and I did take Marvin Bagley out of it to make it a 9-man rotation. Is that enough to make it out of this thing? Let's find out, as we're down 1-0, but we do win that game. Let's see, 2-1 us, 3-1, that's good. And we get the gentleman sweep. Okay, so just like that, we're here in the second round and we're gonna face the Bulls. Let's take a look at the matchup, as they got Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Ron Holland, Cooper Flag, and also Brandon Clark. That's a good team, but I think that we are better. So let's get into it, as we win game 1. Let's see, 2-0 us, 3-0 us, and we're gonna sweep them boys. Okay, now we're here in the conference finals going up against the Knicks. Let's take a look at the matchup, as they got Miles McBride at the 1. GG's, bro. Cade Cunningham is gonna go crazy. Then they got Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, and DeAndre Ayton. It's a good team, but I think that we are better. So let's get into it here, as we actually lose game 1. Okay, 1-1, way to bounce back there. 2-1 us. Let's see, 2-2. Okay, we're in a bit of trouble here, man. 3-2, please no game 7. And there it is. Okay, so just like that, we're back in the NBA finals, so we're gonna face the Jazz this time. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup. They got Keontae George, Jordan Clarkson, Ochai Agbaji, Karl Anthony Towns. Now that's interesting. And then they also got Walker Kessler. Honestly, I'm not too worried about this matchup. Let's go ahead and get into it, as we win game 1. Let's see, it is 1-1. Okay, 2-1 us, 3-1. Can we close this thing out? And we can. There we go. The Detroit Pistons have won back-to-back titles. Who would have thought it? Not me, that's for sure. But anyways, Ausar Thompson, Finals MVP for the 2nd straight season. 15 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. I mean, bro, never figured out how to make a 3-pointer, but I guess I'm not mad at it. Finals MVP, shout out to him. So Cade Cunningham led the way in the closeout game, 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Then we got Ausar Thompson, 19 points, 10 rebounds, and also 8 assists. That turned out to be a really good duo, man. And yeah, that duo did his thing the entire playoffs. I mean, Cade Cunningham, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and he shot 38% from deep. Then we got Ausar Thompson, 16 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block, and he even shot 34% from deep, man. I apologize. Bro knocked down a couple of them things, so shout out to him. But anyways, man, taking a look at this team, they definitely are set up for success in the future. You got Cade Cunningham, 24 years old, Ausar Thompson, 23, Jalen Duren, 22, Emmanuel Quickly, 26. Then you got like Jaden Ivey, 24, Alexander Sarr, 21. Bro, this team is nice. I'm definitely happy with how it came out. But anyways, man, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This has been TKJ. Blessings.